To continue commentary with me tonight is Stacey and Adams and Alanson Cruikshank. But with me starting this commentary is Stacey and Adams. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, we look at the games today, and I just want to reflect quickly about the game between Guyana and the Windward Islands. Windward Islands started pretty well, bowling well to the power play. You want to have your older players in the setup. Yeah, this one straying a bit too straight. Ramnarak did not wait. Latch on to that one. First boundary.
Yeah, straying in line there. Alison Gordon, perhaps.
So when that bell rings, you have your team. Your team understand. And trust me, Kamabash understands her job. Picking up wickets in the early dawns. First wicket for Barbados.
Yeah, full and straight. And that one went through her. Janaba Joseph. Healthy edge. And that should run away for a much needed boundary off the blade of Karishma Ramarak.
It's interesting. I remember looking at one of the earlier games today, and there was a slip in place by the Leeward Islands for a good bit of their innings. But it's interesting to see that in these tournaments that the slips are removed quite early.
Uses her feet. Is this going, gone? Yes, gone. So Nijani Kamabach takes a simple catch on the boundary, and Ramarak fights come to an end.
That elbow just threw that follow through a little bit longer. I'm sure she would have gotten the contact required.
Yeah, and that was on the cards. Ramnath.
See it coming. She looked very uncomfortable. She really wanted to get going, but just not happening for her at the time.
The long levers of Brittany Cooper, who gets an edge, should be four. Will challenge the boundary, just gets there. So really needed that boundary, Trinidad and Tobago, coming off the bat of Brittany Cooper.
Yeah, that's a bit of width offered there by Herbert Mills, and also the fullness in length. She does slow the delivery up a bit. Driven firmly by Cooper. This one should challenge the boundary. Feeler is after it. She's quite quick. But just misses it when she goes down there to try to cut it off. Barbados would have other ideas. Full toss, which is pulled into the gap. Should go to the boundary. Does so now, 4 runs. That's a bad delivery from Elliott, and it was dispatched with glee. This one is pulled in the air. Oh my. Look out for that bounce. It's a doozy. Fuller delivery.
It's a strong appeal. It's a strong appeal. Maria Abbott finger is up.
Did she step on her wicket? Was it out hit wicket?
Yeah, this one is hit high. Going down the gong. Drop again. Yeah, they're living on a line here, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, another drop catch.
Third drop catch of the innings. Leanne Kirby put down. Oh, she's bowling spin. 1 over to her in this innings. She tosses one up and she's bowled Leanne Kirby.
Throughout this tournament, but it's the experience, understanding who she's bowling to first delivery. Again, Brittany hitting it straight to mid-wicket. Skipper out there in Aline. Just a single.
Short delivery, and that is dispatched for 6 runs. She said, it was too short. I'm going to take you out.
Yeah, and that's the power of young Ebony Brathwaite on show for you. Powerful shot. Too short and a perfect line and length.
On this pitch chop, driven firmly down the ground. Should go for the boundary for 4. That's 4 runs. Just lost it for a moment there on that mat that is down at the other end, not the CG United mat, but I think it's, yes, that Betcage sports mat.
Yeah, a bit straighter, a bit fuller as well from.
So one is a short delivery and it's pulled for 6. There goes Brathwaite. She's on the ground. First delivery from Ramnath, and it was short in the slot to be pulled over the leg side, and Brathwaite obliged.
Yeah, this young lady is strong and she is prolific on anything short. And she is in
the last over.
It's a good shot there from Holder. It will threaten the boundary. Gets there now, punching the gap just to the right of the field at mid off Kirby. And it's a good looking boundary to Holder.
Yeah, after hitting a few balls to the fielders, giving herself a bit of room. Yeah, bisecting both fielder. That field at extra cover and Kirby down that mid off.
She's bowled. Looking to be cute again down through the offside. Looking to play square of the wicket. And she has been bowled here, dismissed by Nadia Mohammed. That's the end of Trishan Holder's innings. Trinidad and Tobago take their first wicket. Barbados women, they are now 45 for 1 at the end of the 7th over. She's looking as well to bowl it on the leg stump.
This could be close. This could be close. Yes, it is. Yeah, giving me that sort of Samuel Badger feeling that Badger used to use as well. Yeah, dead on, dead on. Yeah, picking up a wicket. The skipper is at mid-on, straightish mid-on. Yeah, and it's another wicket. Brianna is doing the job for Trinidad and Tobago. Full of delivery. I'm telling you, she's giving me that sort of Badger feeling. Looks like she's coming leg spin, but it comes
in order to try to pull that one.
Yeah, even though it was that short, it's sort of just skidding on.
Should get at least one. Yes, they come back for the second. Nice throw. Direct hit, but seems as if she's home, is she? Oh, umpire Williams says no.
Well, this is magnificent.
Yeah, just asking for technicians just to slow down the end of that repeat, just as the batter is going into the crease.
Yeah, she got to the ball nicely.
Fielder was Khan, just about there.
Understand the cricket a lot more. I'm wondering if it's me, Stacey. You should not be going back to those sort of deliveries. Ramnath into the wickets. Her second over, picking up a wicket for Trinidad and Tobago. Selman has to go.
in action tonight, perhaps won't either.
Yeah, this could be a catch. This could be a catch. Kang is under it.
I thought, her eyes lit up and she thought, I'm going to go downtown. Didn't connect. Lost her shape. It was skied miles in the air. And on that occasion, Amelia Khan said, I got this. And she did. Taking a simple grab in the end, falling flat on her back.
Times the last year. Yeah, and again, in the air. Square leg is coming wrong. Oh, dropped it. She dropped it. It's unbelievable. This would have been more trouble for Barbados. Brianna.
Yeah. This one is full. And I mentioned that she has some power. And Shamilia Connell dispatched that. It was a poor delivery served up on a buffet. And she feasted on that one to end the over. In style, I must say.
Yeah, that is not where you'd want to be bowling to Connell. Packs a punch.
Alison Garden connects well. Yes, she does. 4 more runs. And they just require 5 runs, marching on to victory. Yes, play and a miss. An appeal for stumping. She dismissed. She's dismissed. And Alison Gordon.
Did she trod on her stump?
In fact, she's hit her wicket.
Hit wicket, exactly.
We've seen that twice tonight. And there you go. Great connection, and that will be that for Barbados. Holding your nerve was so important in this game, and Barbados are the ones who come out victorious in the end.
We saw a little partnership at some point between Aline and Cumberbatch, and a few other short partnerships here and there. But it just seemed as if